Good evening, everyone. So, today at 16th of April 2026, Pakistan Ministry of Foreign Affairs had made public the press readouts over the negotiation efforts made by Pakistan in the pursuit of the regional cooperation and stability. So, here the question arises that how Pakistan is approaching towards mediation in the region after the collapse of Islamabad Talks. You will notice that the Pakistan Foreign Affairs Ministry had consciously put oblique and opaque the efforts itself for the public. Why? What was the purpose? Although they mentioned the timeline sequel of the communications with the world leaders Pakistan Foreign Department had made, but they failed to mention the efforts which were made in the subsequent days. And they mentioned regarding the communication with chancellors of Germany. As I mentioned earlier, Europe is very eager to make this negotiation workable. So the chancellors of Germany, Italy, Austria, they have contacted our, or we may have contacted them. The emirs of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Iran were contacted, and they also congratulated in response to Pakistan. Then the premiers of Japan, United Kingdom, and Morocco likewise were involved. So in this way, who made the efforts were mentioned, and why and how the efforts proceeded. These details were kept close. Meanwhile, on the same day, the ambassador of Iran, Iranian ambassador, he remained very provocative on the stand of Iran. Like, he said that Iran will remain consistent to protect and defend its interest against the dictation of American aggression. So, what does it entail? He instead appreciated the efforts of Pakistan as a mediator, but again, sideline negotiation, commenting. He said that we will not forego our nuclear program at any stage. But again, the communications, the negotiations are going on still now. So by keeping a sustained track, we have seen that Iran weaponization of nuclear program is not consistent with the spiritual and political will of Iran itself, the fatwas which have been circulated against the attainment of the nuclear weapons. So they are just claiming to not lose the right of having nuclear weapons. So on this regard, US and Israel, both of them, after putting down the aggression in the region, has proved that both of them are the non-trustable parties. And to really tackle this defect in the negotiation, Pakistan has bifurcated its leadership into the Pakistan Army Chief visiting Iran, while Pakistan Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, Deputy Prime Minister, visiting Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey in the subsequent days for further negotiations. But the objectives of the solution are quite clear and sitting on two pillars. One is that the subsequent suspension of the Iranian nuclear program for about 5 years. Iran is flexible for 5 years time period, but US is stubborn on extending it to 20 years. While the other pillar is giving up the already enriched uranium, 440 kilogram of uranium, giving up that uranium either to a third party or depleting it to its natural form. So these are a very critical situation that is being prevalent nowadays, and we have to be consistent with the analytical point of view over this to actually come up with a successful strategy making in this regard. So that was for today episode, you say, or the argumentation. Thank you so much.